All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. So it is currently March 5th. We have free agency beginning in about a week and a half, and the Chicago Bears, even though the draft's less than 2 months away, they're going to have to make a decision on Justin Fields relatively quickly. And it's not going to be, in my opinion, before free agency. I don't even think it's going to be on free agency day. It's looking like it's going to be more of a wait and see approach. Now, we're going to talk a whole bunch of different things in today's Chicago Bears video. Like, for example, the Chicago Bears just acquired offensive lineman Ryan Bates in a trade for a 2024 fifth-round draft pick. They're getting quality offensive line depth, specifically at the center position. This has me feeling that they are either going to spend some money in free agency on a center, or they are going to draft a center. This is a very good offensive lineman draft. But you know, the big question right now, because Chicago has the number 1 and number 9 pick in this year's first round draft, is who's QB1 next season. And if you guys have been watching this channel for any time now, I want Justin Fields to be quarterback 1 for the Chicago Bears next season. You know, I would absolutely love it. I think continuity is king. But at the same time, folks, I still have a very hard time believing that Ryan Poles just went out there, kept Matt Eberflus. He hires Shane Waldron as the offensive coordinator. I keep having a hard time imagining Justin Fields is back as QB1 for the Chicago Bears next season. Now, before we get any further into tonight's video, if you guys enjoy it, be sure to hit that like button, hit that sub button for daily NFL content. Bears fans, if you track up this video to 250 likes, that would mean the absolute world to me. So we're making like Bears videos a couple times a week. And every time I talk on this matter, I have all my Bears fans watching these videos saying like, oh, you're redacted. Justin Fields is remaining as the quarterback next season. And it's just like, dude, I have such a hard time believing that. There's so many things that go into this, but as we know, it was just the draft combine. And per Sports Illustrated's Albert Beer, Bears general manager Ryan Poles is quote-unquote open to waiting on a Fields trade until Kirk Cousins and Baker Mayfield sign this offseason. And then we also heard that Ryan Poles told reporters during the NFL Combine that he wants to do right by Fields, but said he also has to look at every option and decide what's best for our team. And then we're hearing reports all NFL Combine that the Bears are trying to ship and they're trying to gauge is a better word. They're trying to gauge Justin Fields' trade value. And I'm not saying that means the Chicago Bears are 100% guaranteed, certainly trading Justin Fields. But folks, the writing's on the wall here. And we'll go through a couple of breakdowns in today's video, but it's like, if you have this supposed generational quarterback in Caleb Williams, right? Why are you not drafting him? If the Chicago Bears have the first pick in the NFL draft for back-to-back seasons, and obviously Bryce Young went, first last season, had a shaky rookie year. So I'm not saying this is a good or bad move from Ryan Poles and the Chicago Bears. But what I'm trying to say is, like, if you actually have a generational quarterback, I don't think Caleb Williams is a generational quarterback, but if you have a quote unquote generational QB, right? And in return, you want a generational return trade package for the first overall pick. And teams reportedly are like, we're all set with that. The reports, the rumors have been flooding in all NFL Combine that no team is trying to give up a first round pick or a first pick overall in the first round generational. We're talking at least 2 first round picks. I've seen plenty of mock drafts where it's 3 first round picks. And my point is, I don't think that whatever the Bears think they can get for pick number 1 is going to be quote-unquote generational. And I also don't think they're fully invested in Justin Fields. Like, I totally agree with Bears fans, most Bears fans, saying Justin Fields has so much potential. He has so much promise. But the ability and the ideology of just drafting a quarterback in the first pick, generational quarterback, and resetting the QB clock, Eberflus, Shane Waldron, Ryan Poles, all these guys get to keep their job for one more season. and you still have the ninth pick. I just think the writing's on the wall. But anyways, as we mentioned earlier on in the video, the Chicago Bears just traded for Ryan Bates for a 2024 fifth round draft pick. Now, guys, we're going to have a much better idea of how the Chicago Bears plan on drafting, not even, quarterback aside, because obviously there's holes outside of the QB position. We're going to know how Chicago's game plan is looking at a better rate about 10 days from now when NFL free agency officially begins. But one thing I do love about Ryan Poles is he takes risks, man. And I'm not saying giving up a 2024 fifth round pick for Ryan Bates, a depth player at the offensive line position, is, this crazy move. But my point still stands. I like that he's getting this quality depth for whoever's going to be, Ryan Bates has plenty of experience playing all over the offensive line. And I'm just glad he's, going out there and he's acquiring players like this. I do like Ryan Poles as a GM. Justin Fields trade aside, or Caleb Williams pick, or Caleb Williams trade aside. Like, I do like Ryan Poles so far as the Bears GM. Now, I just read an interesting article where the Chicago Bears end up signing Josh Jacobs, and this is feels almost like counterintuitive because the Chicago Bears have a really good rushing unit. But when we take Justin Fields out of that equation, you got Khalil Herbert. Khalil can certainly play. You have Rashawn Johnson, the rookie last season out of Texas. He can certainly play. He looks like he's got a very bright future. 81 carries, 352 yards, 4.3 yards per carry. He can also catch the ball. He can also block. Dante Foreman's going to be a free agent. But once again, just quarterback aside, whether it's going to be Justin Fields, Caleb Williams, whether they trade down to pick 2 or 3 and select Jaden Daniels or Drake May, whatever the hell they decide to do at the quarterback position, I do like the idea of going out there and acquiring Josh Jacobs. Josh had a down season this past year with the Oakland Raiders. Oh my goodness, what year is that? He had a down year with the Las Vegas Raiders, but we have to keep in mind the Raiders situation, firing Josh McDaniels earlier than halfway through the season. Antonio Pierce coming in as the interim head coach. Aiden O'Connell, the 4th round rookie, being QB1 for the final 10 games of the season. I don't hate the idea of Josh Jacobs. I don't think it's all that likely. I think this is just more of an article here. Josh Jacobs in 2022 All-Pro. He had 1,653 rushing yards. He had 12 touchdowns on 340 carries. He also had 53 catches for 400 yards. So, my point is, whether it's going to be Justin Fields, Caleb Williams, or any other quarterback, I do think, getting a solidified running back one to complement with Khalil Herbert and Rashawn Johnson, I think that would be very beneficial because the Chicago Bears do have a really good rushing unit. So that's it for me. Hit that like button, hit that sub button, and we will catch you guys later. But most importantly, who do you guys think's QB1 next season? Justin Fields getting traded, or is he QB1? Peace.